The first dream I remember having was it was like a it kind of reminded me of the Walking Dead episodes. Like it's like the show Walking Dead. It was like this weird. Okay, it was like this weird post-apocalyptic scenario. I think it's like end of the world type scenario, or it wasn't really zombies. It was just like maybe like the world's gone to shit or something like that. And I just remember there's like these different groups of people, different like factions or something. And I'm with a group. I remember it's me and two other people. So there's like three of us that are gonna be we're leaving our group to go and meet up with another group. Like it's almost like a meeting for maybe like a truce or something. I can barely remember. It's already I'm already losing it. But anyways, it's like this long path we're walking down. It's me and two other people, and at one point it makes no sense because it's like it gets combined with Shrek, like the cartoon movie Shrek, where one of us is a donkey or something, or it's like one of us is able to transform into a donkey. But I don't know, it's me, somebody else who turns into a donkey, but it's almost like shape shifting or something. But I was just like a small part of it, so that one it didn't make that much sense. But we're walking to this other group basically. Anyway, so the point is, we get there eventually. Like we're walking through this, like it's like a long process or long trek or whatever. We're walking. We finally get there, and that one person who was a donkey at one point was like pushing us in the cart or carriage, so like we could get there faster. So like, I don't. That part didn't really make sense. But anyways, they change back into a person or human or whatever. So eventually we get to this place, and it's like this rundown building or something, and we're supposed to meet like the leader. Like I think it's me and two other yeah, it's me and two other people. And I don't know who the leader is or who's in charge, but I'm in my group, and we get to this other group, and they let us in like it's part of a it's supposed to be like a meeting to either agree on a truce or something like that. And when we get there, they invite us in, we go inside, and it's really like creepy. Like this group is almost like cannibals or something. Like they're very violent, they kill, they eat people or something like that, I think. So we go inside, and it's like this big area, there's this big room, and it's very bloody and gory. There's like blood everywhere, and there's like dead bodies, I think. And they have three I think they have three people as well. No, I think there's two at one point, but I think they have like guards at least on the outside. They have guards outside of this building. I barely remember what the building looks like, but when we're in the room, I know when we're in the room, it's just like one big open space. And so we get inside, and I think that they ask us to have a seat. I don't remember seeing my other two companions. So there was three of us, but then I think in the room at one point it's just me and somebody else. There's two of us maybe. And so I can barely remember. I remember at one point I'm sitting down, and they're showing me something. And I think there's even like there's dead bodies. And there's like a body hanging on a hook or something, like pretty nasty. And there's like I see lots of bones everywhere. And some sort of like negotiation is happening at this point. I know there's a lady who's in charge. I do remember some lady, but the weird thing is the lady, like she's part of the bad guys. She's in the bad group of people, the cannibals. But she looks like the character Carol, like the actress who plays Carol in The Walking Dead. But she's not part of the good people like in the TV show. She's like part of the bad people or whatever. And so she she's sitting in a chair, and she keeps basically she's hinting at how we have to join their group. She wants us to, or she wants me to like eat human meat, to like eat the people. And I'm kind of telling her like we need to we need to come to an agreement, like we need to build a truce, we need to stop attacking each other, like our group and their group. But I keep kind of telling her that people do things in different ways. Like we don't have to eat people. Like we don't want to eat people, we don't want to kill humans and cook them up and eat them. And she keeps kind of like just insisting on it or something. But the whole time I'm sitting like casually in this weird chair. And so there's a guy there too. It's like I think it's only like three rows of chairs. So it's like I think it's like the bad guy, one of my guys, Carol, the lady, and then me. Like four of us are kind of sitting at this in these chairs, and we're looking at something, or like it's like we're looking towards the other side of the room because somebody else is talking or something like that at this point. So it was kind of weird, but I think we're kind of waiting for something to. We're waiting for more people. So then Carol, this lady who looks like Carol, it wasn't Carol though, but anyway, she looks like Carol. She has she has like this big platter, almost like this big plate of like bones, and I know they're human bones, and they're broken, and they still have like meat. And I think she's like offering it to me. She wants me to eat some of this like human flesh or cooked human meat or whatever. And I'm really disgusted. I'm like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. And she kind of gives it to me. She hands the tray over to me, and she's like, fine, whatever, don't eat it, but go put it somewhere. Like it's like she wants me to place it down. So at this point, I get up with this big tray, and I notice like one of the bones is like it's like a it's like a thicker, bigger bone, like an arm bone, or it's not a femur bone because it's not that big, but it's like maybe like an arm bone or something. And I notice it's been broken in a way where one end of it is very sharp. So this whole scene it kind of reminds me of there's that movie Law Abiding Citizen, which I think is Gerard Butler, isn't it? And he's like the bad guy. He orders the steak in the movie, and then like he uses it's like one of those big T-bone steaks, and he uses the bone of the steak as a weapon. It's basically the same thing. But in my dream, it's like I do the same thing. I grab this human bone, and I'm wearing a long sleeve sweater or jacket, I think. So I slide the bone up my sleeve, like so I can hide it, and they don't see me do this. So I go take the tray, and I place it down on the table. And now this lady who's like part of the bad guys, there's two, like there's a guy and there's a girl. They're like the two bad guys. I don't see any of my people anymore. It's like I'm alone with these guys. And so from behind, I kind of want, and this part gets so nasty and gruesome, but I take the bone out secretly, and I'm holding it, and I walk up to this lady, and she's older too, like again, like maybe in her 50s or something, but she's like the leader of the bad guys. And I just take this bone, and I grab her head, I pull her hair back, and I viciously start like stabbing her in the throat area, trying to get her. I think I'm trying to like get her jugular or whatever, like trying to basically kill her with this human broken bone thing. It was so nasty too. I just remember I'm like stabbing her like really quickly. I do it a few times, and then I think I move on to the guy. I get her quickly, and then I grab this, like I still have the same bone, and then I attack the guy. Now this part's kind of phasing because like the dream kind of phases out there. Like I think some people start yelling and freaking out. Like I don't know if it's like more people are suddenly there, or people just know something happened. But I just kind of I take off. Like I'm like that whole. It's kind of hazy what happens then, but I just know I get away basically because like the dream kind of shifts forward. So I've stabbed those two guys, and I've left this building, I've left this room or whatever, and I'm back with my own people or something. Like I'm basically outside. It's like it's later in the day or the next day or something. Anyway, so I'm with other people now. And again, we're like in a small community. It's like rundown buildings. Everything's like, again, it's very similar to the Walking Dead type things, like post apocalyptic, and everything's gone to shit or something like that. And so I just remember I'm walking up a pathway, like a sidewalk towards this building, like a house. And I think these are like my people now. So they're either like part of my group, or some of them are neutral people. Like, I don't know. But one of them, there's people talking though, and I come up, and I think maybe it's not next day, maybe it's been a little while, like a couple days. But anyways, basically, they're talking about what I did, and they're trying to. I think I go to ask them. I think I try to figure out what happened, or like, no. They're telling. I go up to these group of people or something, and they're telling me, and they're like, oh, it didn't work. Like I think this was like our plan or strategy for the whole time. I was gonna somehow try to kill them or something. So when I get there, these people, I think somebody tells me that I think those two people were in charge, and I ended up killing the lady. So the woman that I stabbed in the throat, she ends up dying, but then the guy doesn't die. Like he had survived. And so because he survived again, like now this group, like these bad guys or whatever, they're very pissed off, obviously, and it's gonna be like a huge retaliation against our group. And so I'm really pissed off suddenly. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna suck. Like this isn't good. Like I get really like stressed and nervous in the dream. I'm like thinking what we're gonna do, because it's gonna be a big attack, a big retaliation or something. So right as I'm having this conversation with like this one or two people, like this thing, suddenly this whole dream shifts into like me knowing it's a TV show. Like it's not at first it was all real, like real life, and then suddenly it's like it's a TV show, and then and I think it is actually like The Walking Dead or something. And this person that I'm talking to, I'm pissed off because the show's been going on too long, and I think I'm a character or an actor inside the TV show, and I look at this person that I'm talking to, and I'm suddenly like really annoyed and pissed off and like really loud because I think like now there's people around me or in the distance who can hear me. Very loudly, I say like, "Okay, this show has been going on long enough. Can we just fucking end it already?" Jeez, and I'm being like very sarcastic, and I'm like just talking in a way because like in my dream, I realize that this show or whatever that I'm even part of has just been going on. There's so many seasons of this show, and then it's getting ridiculous, and I just want it to end. And at the same time, I think it's like I was watching this show. Like I'm in the show, I'm an actor in the show, but it's also like me talking to myself somehow, saying, "You've been watching the show long enough. You need to stop watching the show already. Like, just finish it off. It's been dragging on for years," or something like that. And that was it. Like, the dream just ended like that. So that was that dream sequence, and it did have those weird, nasty, gory parts. But anyway, so that's that. And then I know I had another dream where I I think okay, I'm shopping for I'm buying whiskey. I'm shopping for whiskey. Okay, I go to a store. It looks like a convenience store, like a big convenience store, but they sell hard liquor there. And it's this older Asian. It's like actually, he's a very old Asian man, maybe in his 70s or something like that. He's like an old, yeah, old. I don't know. I think it's just him. Yeah. So it's like this big store. It looks like a convenience store, but they have like a small section against the wall where he has whiskey. And I remember going. I'm looking for different kinds of whiskeys, and I think there's two bottles that I think I'm specifically looking for. I'm looking for a specific 12-year-old whiskey, and he's got all these different bottles. He's got some fancy bottles too, like the cheaper ones and the more expensive ones. And I think I see different. I can barely remember. I think there's different label. The he has a few Johnny Walkers. I think I see the colored ones. Like he's got the black label, the green label, the double black. They're all like fancy. They're all in boxes though, and I see a couple other ones. I think they start with G. I think they're like the Scotches. He's got different whiskeys like Glen. I think there's like the Glen Morel, whatever. I don't even know their names. I can't remember, but Glen Archie, Glen Archie, something like that. But anyways, he's basically got these different fancy whiskeys, and I think I'm looking for. I think I find a nice bottle. I think one of the ones I was actually looking for is the. I think I'm looking for the Crown Royal 12, and so I think I find the Crown Royal 12. It's like a nice fancy looking box. I think I end up grabbing two whiskeys basically. So I take two whiskeys and I go back to the counter, and he was just finishing with this. There's a lady there with her child, like this woman with her child, and the child was buying. I think it was cotton candy. The kid had bought. It was like a those plastic containers. It looks like those plastic containers with the lid, and the kid had opened it up though and added like stuffed extra cotton candy in the same box. And the guy's like, you can tell he obviously knows, and the mom's kind of like laughing. She kind of ignores, like she's not part of the transaction or something, she's standing there. But this store owner, this older Asian guy, he can tell. I think he's Chinese actually. I remember specifically, either I ask him later or somehow I know he's a Chinese person, a Chinese man, older Chinese man. And he sees the kid's done this. Obviously, the kid has opened the lid of the cotton candy container and like stuffed more cotton candy from another container or something. Anyways, but it's obvious, and he kind of laughs it off. He's not pissed or anything. He kind of like, oh, okay, and the kid is kind of giggling or something, I think, and he doesn't charge them extra or anything. He basically lets her take this container with the extra cotton candy, and the mom just pays for it, and then they leave. So they were just customers there, so they leave, and then I walk up to the counter, and I put my two bottles of whiskey on the counter, and I think he just asks me like, "Oh, everything okay? You find what you want?" And I say yes, and then it's like a glass container. So, anyways, I've put my bottles on the counter. It's like the cash register area, and so suddenly this old Chinese man who's like in his 70s or something, suddenly he changes for whatever reason, and instead of being like an old Chinese guy, it's my father suddenly. Like it's not only my father, but this is his store. Like he owns this store or whatever, and it's like I'm I'm not like I guess I think in the dream I have a bad relationship with him, or like it's like we don't get along that well. Like we don't even like acknowledge each other. Like obviously he's my dad 100% in the dream, and I realize it's my father. He knows who I am and everything, obviously. But it's like we're just almost like just being very casual with each other. And so the two bottles of whiskey. Okay, so I remember the two bottles of whiskey come out to $140 because they were like I think one of them was 80 and one was 60. Yeah, I buy two bottles. One of them's $80, one of them's $60, and so it comes out to 100 and it's 80 and 60. It comes out to $140, and I open up my wallet and I take out $300 cash, and I start counting it out. So I hand my dad $300, and then at one point, it's weird, as I'm counting the money, it's cash. I'm giving him cash money. I think it's like they're $50 bills and $20 bills, but they're very like obviously paper. It's paper money and it's thin. But at one point, as I'm counting it, it turns into like slices of prosciutto or like some other meat, which makes no sense. But it's like thin sliced, like very thin sliced meat. I'm pretty sure it's prosciutto. So it's like as I'm counting it, the money just somehow transforms. The bills transform to thin slices of prosciutto, and I just keep going though, and I count it all out. I'm like, okay, here's your $300, and he's like, I think I kind of realized, like he realizes it was only $140, and so I'm like, oh, just take the 300, but then I'm gonna make a note that I have a credit of $160 because like in my mind I'm thinking, well, I'm like, it's my dad, it's his store, so it's just my father. He's not gonna rip me off, obviously. So he's like, he agrees to it or something, and I think he kind of walks away now to get a bag. He's gonna get a bag to put my two bottles of whiskey in, and the money's on the counter. It's like this glass counter type of thing by the cash register, and so I write. It's like a piece of paper I have, like cardboard. It looks like cardboard, where I write on it like $160 credit because I gave him the 300. The whiskey was 140, which leaves 160. And I remember specifically, and as I'm writing the 160, I keep making mistakes too. It's so weird because I know in dreams it's hard to write and read stuff. So I write 160, but I mess up it. Instead of like 160, it's like 110. And then I'm fixing like the second one I'm turning it into a six. And I make like two or three mistakes. Each time I'm trying to write 160, I keep messing it up for some reason. But eventually I write 160 on this weird cardboard paper, and I just write like credit or like dad credit or something like that. And so yeah, I think after that, I kind of do some like we're standing there and we're just small talking or something. And the whole time though, too, like it was so realistic and everything, but I kept having this bad feeling, like this relationship with my father, like it's almost like I had this weird, it's like a regretful feeling. It was like kind of sad or whatever that like my relationship isn't better with him, and like I feel bad that I'm just like in the store buying something from my father instead of like we should be like just having a better relationship, like hanging out, or we should be talking better too. And so I remember I think I take my whiskeys, and yeah, we kind of just say our byes. He's like, okay, I'll see you later type of thing. And then I take the whiskeys and I leave. I leave the store, and yeah, I think that was it. That was the whole dream. That was it. Well, the end of that dream sequence. And then I just remembered I had another dream. This must have been earlier in the night. It's very hazy. I'm it's like another work dream, but the work dream is combined with, I think, me and a couple coworkers. We were at work, but then I think from work we had gone on a cruise ship. I think we had gone on a it's like a workplace event on a cruise ship. Like our whole team or whatever, like me and my coworkers, maybe about 10 of us or 20 of us, are on a cruise ship, I think. So we're inside the cruise ship already, and I think it's like the end of the trip. Like I think we've been there for a whole week and we have to leave. And the coworkers are all scattered all over the place, doing their own thing, packing up. And I think like my manager or my boss tells me and another coworker that we need to go and find someone. Like we have to find one of our coworkers. And my buddy, he's always so it's me and my coworker, like a buddy of mine. We're friends. I guess we're all friends. Like there's three of us that are kind of more close. I guess we're work friends or whatever. And we have to go find this other guy, our coworker, and the one with me is insulting the other guy. Like to me, like he's cracking jokes and making fun of him, and we have to go find him. And he's right away. He's like, "Oh, this guy's probably at the food court because he likes to eat so much." Or he's at the buffet or whatever of the cruise ship. And so me and my friend are trying to go look for him, I think so. We get into the elevator and we go up to the food court area, like, and it's like I guess it's the last day of the cruise. It's like disembarkation day or whatever. Like everyone has to get off, so it's very busy. I see a lot of people with bags and suitcases, and everyone's leaving. And it's like we had to go urgently at this point or something, and so that's why we're looking for this coworker. And yeah, so we go up to the food court area. We're looking for him, and not the food court. I keep saying food. It's like a buffet. Like cruise ships have like usually a big restaurant that's like a buffet style. And so we go there and we're looking for him, and we can't find him. I think, and I think at one point I'm trying to call him, or my friend's trying to call him, and we can't find him. And then basically we spend some time searching for him, and then we leave. We go back down to like the main floor or whatever, where everyone's leaving, disembarking or whatever, and we tell our manager that we can't find him. We don't know where he is, and then suddenly I think he just appears. Like he suddenly shows up there to meet up with us, and he knew that we were looking for him in the buffet area, and he's kind of pissed off but happy. Like he's making fun of us now. He's like, "Oh, you thought?" It's so weird. He's basically just trying to show off. He's like, at this point, he's just kind of like bragging that we thought he'd be in the food court, but he wasn't. And he's like, "Oh, you guys wasted time looking for me at the food court, but I wasn't there." Like, ha ha. And I knew you guys would look for me there. I wasn't even there. I wasn't eating, even though you guys thought I was eating. And that was it. I think that was just the whole dream sequence, but I'm probably forgetting parts of it already. So that was that dream. And I know I had another dream, but I can barely remember this. It was like a weird, I'm like in a living room with family, and I'm watching people play basketball. It's like I'm watching family members or another family play basketball just together, like for fun in a living room. It's like one of those fake little miniature nets or something in someone's living room, and it's like kids are playing and this and that, and it's weird. So like I'm watching this inside of a living room, even though I'm there like live. I'm watching it live, and then something happens. Something happens live, but in the dream, I know that it's AI, which makes no sense. But it's like I turn to the person next to me. I don't even know who it is. I think it's like a relative or something. And I'm like, "Oh, look at that. Did you see what they just did? That isn't even real. That's AI because I saw the original clip." So I'm basically I'm explaining to somebody I'm with that what we just watched live, though, which again makes no sense. What we watched live isn't real because I saw the original. So it's like somebody had taken the original. Again, it's not a video because we're sitting there. I'm literally watching this with my own eyes, but it's like this had happened before. So it's like an AI edited version of what I just saw. Like how normally online you would see a video that's AI and then somebody can take it obviously and manipulate it. I kind of like this whole dream scene. It was like a very short dream, but I just remember seeing that and turning to the person next to me saying, "Oh, this is an AI. This is a fake AI." I can't even say video because it was there. It was happening. I think I just say that it's AI. But yeah, I barely remember this part of the dream. Like it was such a small little section. But basically, I saw a live edited AI, which makes zero sense at all. But yeah, that's it. I think that's that's all I remember from my dreams.